Good morning. I haven't really been pulling cards and doing that, but I did this morning and I think it was the Bard. It was go back into your past and your stories, which I have been doing going back in my past. And there's so many lessons that you learn from your parents. And sometimes you're mad when they do it, but you think back and you're like, yeah, I'm glad she did do that. But my mother was always gonna stick to what she said. What she said, and that if she said that you were gonna get in trouble for something, there was no back stepping with her, which she's not doing it. And I'm kind of glad. But I remember one Christmas, she took me shopping with her, and she bought my brother presents. So I saw some of the presents that he was getting, and of course, I was one of those kids. I know what you got. I know what you got. I know what you got. And he was like, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. And I was like, nah, I'm not telling you. Tell me, come on, I won't say anything, please, please, please. And I was like, okay, I'm going to tell you one, you're getting a dartboard. Now, mind you, you probably like a dartboard, but that was the smaller one of the gifts. And this was, I said 9. So if I was 9, that was 1966. So yeah, dartboard was a good thing. Anyway, he went and told my mother that I told him. After he told me he wasn't going to tell her. Oh my God. My brother was 2 years older than me, really 19 months older than me. And he wonders why. Anyway, he tells her. So, of course, she marches upstairs and she tells me, well, I'm going to tell you what one of your gifts are. And if you want it, you have to go to bed. Now, I'm trying to think back. And I'm trying to remember, was that the night that Bewitch was coming on? And I think it was new. And I wanted to see it. So I was like, no. And she told me I was getting an easy bake oven, which was a bigger gift than a dartboard. Anyway, so I said I didn't want to. I wasn't going to bed. So I watched Bewitch all happily, probably thinking that she's lying and that I'm still going to get my easy bake oven. I did not. Never saw an easy bake oven. Not the next year or whatever. I wanted an easy bake oven. You know, and no, it was a lesson, but I didn't like that lesson. So I didn't get my easy bake oven. You know when I finally got an easy bake oven? When I bought my daughter an easy bake oven. And this is a newfangled one. And I make a cake with her. I don't think it really felt the same. Maybe for her it did, but I wanted an easy bake oven. Because, I remember once my mom told me, because, she liked to dress us up really nice. And she would find these really nice outfits for us in her mind. And I remember I had on this yellow, pale kind of yellow, pinafore kind of dress. And it was pretty. And I am kind of tomboyish just a little bit. And when we lived over in Williamsburg, near the schoolyard, there used to be the fence for the schoolyard, but then there was some cobblestones. And around the cobblestone, there was like this other fence. It wasn't like the link fence. It was like, it was really open. I think it was made of metal. So it was this big space. So you can climb through it and everything. And I went to climb through it. And my mother said, if I see one string out of that dress, you'll go get a spanking. And I'm like, well, okay. I was careful. I went through. And then you got to go back through to get out. And of course, my mother found a string. That string could have been out before, but she found it. And of course, yes, as promised, I got a spanking. So my mother was always a stickler for her words. And it's probably also a good thing because she was a single parent and she had to make sure we listened. And I listened, even though I didn't always listen. And I challenged her. You do have to challenge her because you got to be yourself. You got to show you're being an individual. You can't be exactly the same. And I wasn't exactly like my brother, who was quiet and booky. He read his books. I wanted to play, and I played. And she was always trying to calm that out of me. And I'm learning that there's things sometimes you shouldn't just calm out of a child. Just let them do them to a certain point. You don't want them to hurt themselves. So some of my freedom that I'm trying to relearn within myself, I have to go back and figure out, like, where was it stomped out of me? But, it's fun. I'm a little more tired now. The bones don't want to move, and going through that fence wouldn't be so easy for me right now, but I'm having a good time. So, yes, have a good time. Go to your past, think about it, what happened, and why you sometimes don't want to do stuff. What's ringing in the back of your head? Your mother's voice, probably. But she loved me. She did love us in her own way, like most parents in their own way, and like I love my daughter in my own way. So, you guys, have a great day. Enjoy yourself. Smile and go out and have some fun. See ya.